Hey, my beautiful rosebuds, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mystic Rose. So, when I was meditating today, I got a download for y'all that was very interesting, and it was all about the fact that people cannot label you. They may have tried to stereotype you in the past, but they're not able to put you in some kind of box or like label you, and you're unique. Like, what I was getting is like somebody thought they had you all figured out. It could have even been like a group of people that thought they had you all figured out before you even open your mouth. But guess what? You are not boxable, okay? You are unique. You are somebody who's just like breaking all the molds, all the stereotypes that people tried to put on you. You won't be held down by any labels that people try to use to negate you. Okay? That's what Spirit was saying. So, what I was hearing was something about the stereotypes that people try to put onto you. I also heard the angel numbers 111, which is for you are stepping into your authentic self. And then I heard 717, which is you are protected in your uniqueness and your path is divinely protected. And then I also got angel number 555, which is for major changes and breakthroughs that are happening because you refuse to be negated and defined by old narratives, okay, or these labels that people just want to put onto you. And then the other angel number that I was receiving was 1212 or 1212. And Spirit is saying with this angel number that you are coming into alignment with your soul tribe, people who see beyond your labels that other people tried to put onto you, okay? So I love that. What I was getting to, collective, is that your vibe intimidated somebody or a group of people, and this is part of the reason why they stereotyped you. You intimidated the hell out of somebody. People sometimes stereotype what they don't understand, is what I was getting. And it's like you have this quiet confidence about you, and you're very mysterious. Your aura is very like mysterious, and your beauty even can make people uncomfortable, like the way you look, okay, your sense of attractiveness, it can really make people uncomfortable. And some people, I'm hearing like you weren't their monkey, or you didn't perform for them like the way that they wanted you to or expected you to, and somebody was mad about that. Oh boy. So because you didn't perform for somebody, and you weren't desperate for their approval, they got really mad. They made assumptions like, oh, you're stuck up, or oh, you think you're better than me just because you wouldn't perform for them. People also like to project their own securities onto you, is what Spirit was telling me. And somebody wanted to paint you as like a villain. Okay, yeah, this is weird. Like somebody wanted to paint you as a villain. We can get more into that later, but also know this, your soul carries some kind of like wisdom from multiple lifetimes. So you naturally feel bigger than any stereotypes that like anybody would ever try to put on you. I just heard like these are like lazy labels. Somebody might have tried to say that like you were lazy, or that, it could have even been like this person was starting rumors, or a group of people were starting rumors about like the way that you earn your money. Also, I was getting something about not only money, but also, what else? They could have been starting rumors about like, yeah, how you make money, and also something about, I don't know, like what you do for a living, or because there's something about you. People get very triggered by you. They think that they have you all figured out. And then, like, some people might have even sent you like an evil eye, or shit talked about you, this and that and the other, all this negative stuff. They were pressed because none of their shenanigans worked. Like, I'm seeing you doing some kind of huge leveling up, and you're very spiritually attuned. And so, yeah, I heard the word legacy. You're leaving some kind of legacy behind. People didn't think you'd make it this far. You have triggered somebody because they tried to stereotype you as like, oh, you're never going to make it, or you're lazy, or you're not intelligent, or this and that. But I heard too bad for them, because they were just projecting their lazy labels onto you, but it was actually they are the lazy ones, or like they're the ones that everything they projected onto you, it's actually reflecting that this was like something that belongs to them. It belongs to them, Spirit is saying. They tried to stereotype you because either they were intimidated by you, maybe you kind of reminded them of somebody. Sometimes like people want to almost like stereotype you because of like your energy, the fact that your energy triggers old memories for people. It's really interesting. And also maybe some people, it's like they look at you and they automatically don't like you, or they make assumptions about you. Maybe you look like their ex or something, or like you carry a similar vibe to somebody that they knew or hated in the past. I mean, that could very well be for some of these immediate stereotypes that some people are doing with you. But like, I feel like this was really happening as a thing in the past. And now people aren't really trying to put a label on you so much, but like definitely people from the past who tried to put a label on you. But there could be still some of these like negative people that might have even like within a family dynamic, they may have labeled you as like a black sheep, or like, oh, you're too sensitive, or like, yeah, never would they ever acknowledge that like you're a cycle breaker. You're somebody who came here to like break cycles of family drama and stuff like that. They wouldn't admit to that. This is the kind of person that would not admit that there's anything wrong with them or anything wrong with their family. They like to take all of their issues that like on a deep level they know they have, but they like to almost like dredge it up and put it all onto you and be like, look at what you did, look at who you are. And it's like, no, that's not me at all. That is you. You're trying to project your shit onto me. So that's what I'm getting. I'm hearing something about that you were a very smart child, but like, because of this, you might have known, like, you might have always known like that, you know, people in your family were trying to do stuff to you, like that they were either trying to lie to you, or teachers, maybe you could pick up when teachers were trying to lie to you. Okay, some of you were very like book smart, maybe you liked to read. Some people might have even called you like, I don't know, because of your intelligence, some people might have like put a label on you that you were like nerdy or something, but and that might have been a very not nice label to put on you. I don't know why, I'm just getting that for somebody out there. Like somebody tried to insult your intelligence by calling you either nerdy or a dork or something like that, which, wow, that's rude. Anyway, you're stepping into your authentic self, and you're like, well, you know what? I'm celebrating my gifts. I'm intelligent. That doesn't mean that I'm a dork, or that doesn't mean that I'm nerdy. Like, but because you were book smart, kids in school or like people around you could have tried to label you as a nerd or a dork or something like that. They tried to put you in some kind of like, I don't know, they tried to stereotype you. Like, basically, you don't really fit into one group, but some people would like to try to put you into a group. That's what I'm getting. But Spirit also said, like, your gifts are very misunderstood. Like, who you are and your gifts are, you know, you're an intuitive person, you're empathic, you're creative. Some people would like to slap on the label of, oh, you're weird. Or or you're witchy, or you're too emotional. Really, you're just tuned into higher frequencies and higher vibrations is what it is. And their stereotypes, basically their stereotypes do not stick because of the fact that you have like this unique spiritual armor that protects you. What they thought was a weakness in you is literally what spirit gave you to almost like make you stand out, okay? You live in your authenticity, and the angel number 1111 shows this, that it's kind of showing up for you to say, okay, you're in alignment with your higher self and who you're meant to be. And this is beautiful and really to be celebrated. And you're not afraid to like reflect back to people through like your aura. You can reflect back to people so they can see their true selves. You're not afraid to do that. Also Spirit saying like you're not afraid of the shadows, and like you see the beauty in the shadow work. So like you're not afraid also to like reflect people's true selves back to them so that they can see their shadows when they look at you. But it makes them uncomfortable, so then they mask it as, okay, I'm going to put a stereotype, I'm going to put a label on you. Okay, and that's why they're doing that. It's like they're feeling squirmish, or not squirmish, squeamish? I don't know the word. Squeamish, I think. Like in your presence, okay? Like I'm seeing like pressing down on like a worm and having it like wriggle and wriggle and wriggle like that. Like they're feeling the pressure when they look at you, and they're seeing like their own shadows reflected in you, their weaknesses and all of that. Yeah, but and actually if these people try to like put a label on you that you're bad in any way, or that you're vindictive or anything like that, it's simply not true, because you're not a vindictive person, because I did get the number 717 for you, which is about that you're actually learning that like your peace does not mean seeking revenge. So you're strong, but you're not cruel. But there could be somebody perpetuating lies about you, saying that you're a cruel person, but you're not cruel. Again, they're taking either their bitterness or whatever this pain, and they're projecting it onto you, saying that you're cruel or this and that. And they're actually like taking their shadows and projecting them onto you. It is ridiculous. There could be people saying that you're too confident, or that you're cocky. No, you basically stopped apologizing for existing. If you relate to this, definitely put a comment in the description box, in the comment section below, and let me know, let Spirit know that like you're not apologizing for existing. You are just a confident person, okay? But you're not cocky. And no, you don't have to apologize just for existing. And it's beautiful. The bigger picture here that Spirit is wanting to show me, because I'm like seeing like an eagle from like an eagle's point of view, or like an eagle's perspective. There's a bigger picture here going on. I'm like seeing it through like a spiritual lens, okay? That souls like yours often do get stereotyped for this and that reason. It's because humanity doesn't quite yet have a category for your frequencies. And so because you're like a bridge or a way shower, that's what it is. They don't know how to face the complexity of your humanity, or like your soul vibration. Like, who are you? Oftentimes they're perplexed, is what I'm hearing. They can't shove you into a box. They want to shove you into a box because it's going to make their life easier if they can just label you, say that you're weird or a fanatic, or I don't know, like whatever, whatever this is. So sometimes there's people that stereotype you because it's a karmic test. Spirit allows some people to misjudge you so that you can practice self-definition, knowing who you are, defining yourself, and sovereignty, okay? And so that can happen sometimes, that spirit will allow that for the bigger picture. Okay? And that's what's going on here. So yeah, people try to put their basically their shit onto you, see if it sticks. But it doesn't stick. And what I'm seeing you doing is like rising above all this, all the noise and the negativity and this and that. And like, yes, the fact that you're shining, you're authentic, you're real, and you know who you are, and you're incredible, and you're unpredictable. I heard you're unpredictable because people thought, okay, if I label them, if I tell them they're this or that, then they're going to act like that, which can be kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like if somebody calls you a dummy or a lazy person, and then you believe it, it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy where it actually becomes true because you keep telling yourself that like a mantra, like, oh, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. And but this is the thing, somebody thought they could negate you or control you by telling you that you were a certain way, or you're this or you're that. And honestly, like, they're oppressed because look at you now. You've rised up and you are shifting, and you're and it's like none of their shenanigans worked. None of their evil eyes worked. None of their games worked. Speaking of games, Spirit is showing me like checkers and chess. And Spirit said they were playing checkers, but you know how to play chess. And like you can outwit people because you're intelligent and you know the game, and you're very intelligent. You know how to play very well. And these people are like, they think they're like the ultimate players. They are not. They don't have the right rules, I heard. Like, they don't know the constituents of the game, like, and they don't know how to play the game, and they think they're all that, and they're playing checkers. It's so basic, okay? And Spirit is showing me that, like, it's not that you're better than other people. It's just that you're in a league of your own, and you're like, you're vibing higher, okay? And so they may have laughed at you, but the fact that now you're successful, you're laughing at the fact that they laughed at you, and also you're laughing all the way to the bank because you're actually getting very abundant and prosperous is what I'm hearing. And so they may have told you you're lazy or you have to do this or whatever, and they may have tried to tell you what to do or what kind of person you are. Or it may have even said, like, I don't know, you're going to do this or you're going to do that. And you broke free from all of that. And you're surprising so many people in so many ways with all of the ways that your intelligence has really been like one of your biggest assets, and it's helped you to elevate. Also, I heard something about like a little sass and a little truth goes a long ways. So maybe you're very sassy and very honest, because I don't know why Spirit would bring that through, but I heard a little sass and a little truth will get you a long ways. But maybe some people didn't like your truth, or they didn't like your honesty, or they didn't like your sassiness. You've always called bullshit on lies, okay? And people didn't like that about you. But you're unpredictable. People can't predict what you'll do next, and that's one thing that it makes people uncomfortable, because they don't know what you're going to do next, okay? And you're so spiritually attuned. You're very, very spiritually attuned and connected with the higher realms, and so you're elevating all the time. And I heard something about a legacy, so like you're going to leave some kind of legacy behind, okay, for like your future generations. I guess I could do some tarot cards, but yeah, this is your come up season. Spirit just said this is your come up season, and not only that, but you're shining and you're real while they are all fake. Because Spirit is showing me like a bunch of vases, and different vases that like some are like they look nice but they're not the real deal, like they're like the cheap version, and you are like the actual one that would like be in a museum or be preserved. So yeah, they don't like that like you're so real and so authentic and so cherished. And they've done this to themselves. Basically, they've done this to themselves. You can't really feel too sorry for them because they made their choices, and that's who they choose to want to be. You know what I mean? And no, they can't shove you into a box. No, because you're not negatable, you're not labelable, you're not boxable. So definitely put that in the comments if you agree with that you're not boxable, you're not labelable. I heard they're not able to label. Yeah. Spirit loves to do these little rhymes, which I think are cute. So thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to use the tarot now to get some more messages. We have a Page of Pentacles. This could be somebody who tried to put you in a box or tried to label you. A Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant individual. It could be very possible too that you're an Earth sign, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, but like for some reason this is coming through. But the Page of Pentacles is also an energy. So the Page of Pentacles is somebody who is, I would say, very like good with money. When you speak, you seem very educated. Maybe you have received like some kind of college education, or you've educated yourself through reading a lot. Maybe you like to read, you know, or research quite a bit. Also, I did want to say about the Page of Pentacles that can be for the energy of people gossiping about you. It can also be truth, prying eyes, or people trying to figure out the truth about you. Or yeah, it can be also about some kind of injustice. This could have been like a symbol of an injustice that somebody tried to unfairly put a label onto you. But they may have thought that, oh, this is going to impact them in a negative way, and maybe they even got a little bit of a kick out of it. But like, yeah, it didn't work, because it's almost like I'm saying, like, even if you were in like some kind of trance or whatever, like it's almost like you could have been sleepwalking for a while, but I'm seeing like you had a wake up moment. So I don't know what this wake up moment was for you, but let me know in the comments what was your wake up moment, because Spirit told me you had a wake up moment where you might have been like walking in some kind of like slumber or psychic slumber or like sleepwalking, but then like Spirit said you had a wake up moment where you were like, okay, like maybe at first you carried these stereotypes of who people thought you were, and you might have even believed it for a while, but then you had some kind of like wake up call. So yeah, definitely let me know what that was. But you're not in a psychic slumber anymore, and you woke up and you were like, oh damn, these people are trying to control me. Like, I think maybe you you know, or maybe they're trying to control me through their through, you know, whatever shenanigans they're doing, be it like they're trying to tell you who you are, or they're trying to spread rumors about you. Or I mean, maybe these people were like some of these people were like the kind of people that went behind your back and you just didn't know it. Like, you trusted them, and then like literally you had a wake up call and you're like, oh my god, I can see clearly now, because I'm seeing you with like a blindfold, and then like the blindfold comes off, and then all of a sudden you can see shit for what it is. Like, you can see everything for what it is. So like, ooh, I got chills. But like you it's almost like you actually could see what you couldn't see before. Like, a veil was lifted. Okay, now we have a Magician. So this is the energy of creating the kind of life that you want. You're in the energy of a magician, and that's why people are pressed, because they try to keep you down on purpose so that you wouldn't shine, and they try to actually steal that from you or take that from you because they wanted it for themselves. They didn't want that for you. This could be like siblings, parents. I mean, it sucks that it's right. Some of these people that did this to you, it was right in your own family. Ooh, that just gives me chills. But like, whoever this is, they did not want you to shine. So like, I don't know. I don't even know if I really believe that a person could destiny swap with you. I don't really believe that, but I think this person might have tried because they wanted to get what was yours, but that is not possible, especially with you. That is not, nobody can do that to you. You're completely safe from that. But they may have tried. Somebody could have tried because they were jealous of you. Oh, that's utterly ridiculous and stupid. The Fool. This is for Aquarius energy. You could be an Aquarius. This could also be about somebody in your circle who was jealous of you or maybe did try to destiny swap with you. But we do have this also as an energy here that's being present, that is it's basically like when you're willing to take a risk, or when you're going out on a limb, trying something new, starting up your own business. What else? It's okay. It's basically when you are ready for something new. So this could be too that like some people in your family thought that you were, yeah, you were a rebel. That can be for a rebel. Okay. Some people thought you were a rebel, or yeah, they might have said you were a black sheep. But like, you are somebody who is free spirited, you're taking inspired action, and it's really paying off for you. And like I said, some people are jealous because of the way that you are able to create success for yourself. Like I said, you're laughing all the way to the bank because some people try to like laugh at you. Like literally you're doing something where you're making money. You're very well balanced. And it looks like here too that like you're doing whatever you're doing, you're balancing it well. And you are doing what you love and loving what you do. We have the Three of Swords, so like you're also learning a lot of soul lessons very rapidly, and that's another reason why you have people really surprised by you. You're learning a lot of lessons, and I think the biggest one is you're gentle with yourself. You know that like you have to have grace with yourself. Nobody's perfect, and everybody makes mistakes, and you've learned a lot about like that, you know, you got to be gentle with yourself. Okay. And I think that that's helped you also in many different avenues of your life to stay balanced and to not be so hard on yourself, and to also like take care of yourself, put up boundaries where needed, and different things like that. We also have, yeah, the Six of Swords. Like that's about putting up some major boundaries, pulling your energy away from people when they don't deserve your energy. All right. And that's actually maybe before your wake up call, you actually tolerated this kind of behavior or treatment from people. But then after like you had some kind of major moment, it could have been like a Kundalini awakening. It could have been something where that kind of mimicked like a PTSD response. But whatever this was, that was your wake up moment. You had a wake up moment and you pulled your energy away from toxic ass shit. Okay, you were like, oh, nope, I see what's going on here. This has been going on for way too long. And now you're able to see people for what they are, okay? You can see through people's lies and through the masks that they try to wear. And some people say that you are somebody who like is defensive, or like, oh, you're too sensitive or you're defensive. But honestly, you're just somebody who you protect your aura, you protect your field, and you protect your peace. Okay? I mean, I can be this way too. I'm very protective of my sense of peace. So I understand how you would be feeling this way, because after you kind of been through the ringer with people like that are narcissists, or people who do try to label you, all you want to do is have your peace, right? And like be able to grow on your own. And I definitely understand that. So, you know, if people say that you're whatever, cold-hearted, or you're defensive, just know that like it's not an insult to you. The way you should view that is that you are, I want to say, like beautifully brave for putting up those defenses, and for not allowing people in, people who, even if they're family or so-called friends, or even maybe even like lovers who tried to be narcissistic with you, or like abusive with you and stuff. But like when you say no to people, whoever this is, it could even be like at work, like a boss or anybody try to like either push your boundaries, or like put too much work on you, or give you, delegate too much to you. But the fact that like you're saying no, that is huge. And people can call you a bitch or whatever all they want, or all day long, or say you're cold or this or that. They can say whatever they want. There's like a long list of things they can say about you, but at the end of the day, if you have peace, that's what counts, right? And yeah, sometimes we have to have big walls put up like that so people don't push us around, or, you know, try to label us or whatever they want to do to us. But here's the thing is like, you're a happy person. Some people, they don't like that you're happy, but it's only because these people are intolerant people. These people that, they don't even really know real happiness, okay? But look at you, you've found real happiness. You have found authentic happiness. And what you have, you unconditionally love people, and you unconditionally love yourself. These people that tried to label you and like put their crap onto you, they had what you might call conditional love, and you knew it. You knew it because you were such a smart person, even as a child, a smart child, and then you've always been highly intelligent. You could always see the lies, but like I want to say you were always able to see it, but then you had this wake up moment where you were like, I can't take it anymore. You were always able to see it and sense it that something wasn't quite right, but then you may have had a wake up moment where you're like, I can't take it anymore. I just can't do it. And you were like, I'm not going back. I can never go back to that. I have to take care of myself. And you started celebrating yourself. This is for celebrations. And you are truly loving yourself unconditionally. And the negative people in your life who tried to put bad things onto you, bad stereotypes or whatever, or bad energy, they didn't love you unconditionally, and you kind of knew that. I feel like you knew that. And then one day after this awakening, you were just like, no, I'm done, because I gotta love me unconditionally, and I do love me unconditionally. And then you started attracting more people on your level that you could love unconditionally and that loved you unconditionally and didn't try to put bad labels onto you and like bad energy onto you and stuff like that. Okay, we have justice, so I heard justice is served. The wonderful thing is that there's a great karmic balancer. The universe is a great karmic balancer of like rights and wrongs, and does, from what I understand, kind of, it can right a wrong, and like there's a great equalizer. I believe that. And that what you put out, you get back like 100 times. But you're putting out good stuff, and when you get this card and you're doing everything the way that you're supposed to be doing, and like learning your lessons the way that you are, and then we get this card, that means that you're going to be given, and you probably already are receiving these blessings, but like you're given a lot of like good graces from the universe. You're in the universe's good graces. I don't know how I might say that, but like you're getting bestowed with blessings and all of that because you're putting out good stuff. Okay. Yes, you're keeping away and deflecting harmful or negative energies or people, but at the same time, you're putting out good stuff. Okay. And you're putting out good vibes, and because of that, you're getting blessed and making the haters mad. 3 of Wands means too that like you're taking action towards your goals. You really are going forward confidently, and I just wanted to say I'm proud of you if nobody's told you that. But like I know that many of you, like, you don't need to hear that, but it's still nice to hear that sometimes. Like, you know, your you've been watching your thoughts, Spirit is telling me, because I just heard thoughts are things. And you've been watching your thoughts lately. And it's like your thinking is very powerful. Like I'm seeing like a magic wand. I'm seeing like these as like magic wands. So like your words are very powerful. Like your spoken words. Oh, wow. Okay, I might do another video about that maybe tomorrow, because Spirit is giving me a download about your words and what you're saying. I feel like I feel like we might be talking about that next. We'll see. All of these readings that I do are Spirit led, so we'll see. But there's something here coming through about your voice and the fact that like you are calling in reality with your voice and the things that you're saying, and even like just like a hum or like a vocal expression. Like you can block energies with humming. Okay, this is really getting this is getting very like deep and interesting. But like there is something going on like with your voice lately. I really want to focus more into this, but like I said, maybe for tomorrow. But like, yeah, you're stepping into your power for sure, because your thoughts are things, your words are like wands, and like I'm seeing you as like standing there with a magical wand. And you're blocking all the haters. Yeah, and I see you just standing there like taking action, like you're taking action. You're not sitting on your hands, you're taking action, and all the actions that you take are really in alignment with what you're doing, so you're on the right soul path. And that's wonderful. That's really good. It's really good to hear. I'm so happy for you. And so I just wanted to say, some people were quick to stereotype you, my beautiful rosebuds, which was not fair, but Spirit says that you can't be labeled, and you're one of a kind, and you are divinely wired, and you're divinely guided, and you're here to break molds. You're not vindictive also, but you're not a doormat. You are nobody's doormat. Okay, and I heard you're not to be messed with. And the stereotypes, I feel like they only exposed who they are, not who you are. So if this resonated, please drop a red heart in the comments, or maybe a little rose emoji, or the angel number 1111 or 1212 717 in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join this awesome tribe, because I would love to have you be part of this awesome community. And we are rewriting the narrative together and celebrating your uniqueness here. And Spirit is saying you are undefinable, you're unstoppable, and unforgettable, period. And I love that. I love that for you, for all of you. And remember, if you need a personal reading, I do have the $5 mini readings, one question for $20 if you're interested. Plus, I have more in my package options. Feel free to look at my website or information down in the description box below, mysticrosepsychic.com. All right. And also, thank you so much for all of my channel members. I appreciate the donations and you supporting the channel, both here and at my other channel, Mystic Rose Tarot. The donations really do help me to purchase things for the channel, such as tarot cards and oracle cards and different things like that. So thank you so much. If you're interested in joining my Patreon, I do have a Patreon community too. Check out all my services at my website, mysticrosepsychic.com. Much love to you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye.